Marvel's The Fantastic Four First Steps just reminded me why I fell in love with comic book movies in the first place. Is this the MCU's big comeback? I think it just might be. Hey everyone, Vactor here from This Comic Cooks, and today I'm giving you my honest, non-spoiler review of Fantastic Four First Steps. After a rough few years for the MCU, this movie feels like a genuine return to form. Let's be honest, post-Endgame, Marvel's been kind of lost. Some great projects, some misfires, but mostly it's just felt like there was no direction. Fantastic Four changes that. This feels like Marvel saying, okay, we know where we're going now, and that destination, doom, and I'm here for it. One thing that stood out, you don't need a PhD in MCU studies to enjoy this film. Kevin Feige said that this movie wouldn't require homework, and he was right. But if I'm honest, I miss the homework. I love connecting the dots, spotting the threads that pull everything toward an Avengers-level event. This film mostly stands on its own, but I was craving a little more interconnectivity. That said, there are definitely moments, and one in particular, that hint at the bigger picture. I'll save that for my full spoiler review. What the Fantastic Four First Steps nails is heart. This is a story about family, not in that cheesy Vin Diesel kind of way, but in the you're my foundation when everything falls apart kind of way. It made me think about my own family, my wife, my son, and how the best teams aren't just strong, they're bound by love. And yes, even Herbie the Robot gets to be part of the family. He gave me serious Wall-E vibes, and that made me smile. Here's what I loved the most though. The Fantastic Four First Steps isn't trying to be grounded or ashamed of its roots. There's a stretchy guy, there's a rock monster, a surfboard riding space herald, and a giant purple planet eater. And guess what? It all works. The movie embraces that weird, colorful legacy of Marvel Comics, and that's why it feels so good. There's nods to Stan Lee and Jack Kirby, deep-cut villain cameos, and even Easter eggs that'll make longtime comic book fans like myself feel seen. The cast is spot on. Every actor feels like they were ripped straight from the panels, not just a look, but in spirit. And that score? Ooh-wee! Michael Giacchino? He might have just dropped the best music in the entire MCU. I'm still humming that theme song. Now, the movie is not perfect. I gotta keep it real, some of the visual effects felt a little undercooked. There were moments where the green screen pulled me out of the story. Not a deal breaker, but definitely noticeable, especially since I saw it in IMAX. It reminded me of how polished Ironheart looked in comparison, and this movie could have used just a little bit more time in the oven to cook. So where does that leave us? The Fantastic Four First Steps is a heartfelt, confident, joyfully comic book movie, and that's something that I've missed. Man, July 2025 is going to go down as a banger. Superman and now the Fantastic Four First Steps. These two movies are embracing weird, wild comic book stuff. And both of them aren't just good, they are hopeful. They give you hope for the future of both the DCU and the MCU. This movie showed me that Marvel hasn't forgotten how to tell a great story, and it gives me real optimism for what's next. Hey, if you saw the Fantastic Four First Steps, let me know what you thought without spoilers in the comments down below. And if you're wondering what comics should you read after seeing this film, hey, I got you there as well. Stay tuned here in This Comic Cooks. Let me know what you want to see, and I will provide. Thank you very much for watching, and remember, comics cook when they've got heart.